Hi, stamping friends. Welcome to our Friday Playdate. I'm so excited to be with you today. We've got another gray, snowy, kind of, I don't know what the weather's doing out there, kind of day today. So I am so excited to be working in my craft room today with lots of pretty colors and fun little stamps. So I hope you'll join me today. Here's a sneak peek at what we're going to be doing today. All right. Hey, Wanda. We are going to be working on a One Sheet Wonder template to make multiple cards with. And we are going to be using the Sweet Ice Cream Bundle and Punch today. Super excited about that. All right, I'm gonna just see here. I haven't been able to actually, oh, there I am. I can watch my own video. Hey, how about that? I finally figured it out. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and we're gonna create 8 cards from this template. And so this is a great way. I love these patterns. We kind of talked about this last week. If you were with me last week or you want to go back and watch last week's video, I love it when I have a card template and it allows me to kind of, without thinking too hard, come up with some cards really quickly. And then you really can kind of just relax into your crafting and let the pattern take over for you. And then it allows you to just really kind of craft without thinking too hard, I guess. So we're going to make some quick cards today with a One Sheet Wonder. Before I do that though, because I know I'm going to forget later, I just wanted to give a little announcement about next month's, which is February. This is the paper pumpkin kit that is going to be next month. And I think it's really timely and very cool. It's featured 9 cards, full-size cards, and it is going to have sentiments on there that have to do with being very like supportive of other people, showing comfort, showing care, some condolences. So I'm assuming there's going to be a sympathy greeting on there. And one of the things I love about Paper Pumpkin is that the stamp sets, you can't get them anywhere else. And I really enjoy the size of the stamp sets and all the greetings that I get. There's so many greetings that you get every month in Paper Pumpkin. So you might want to think about this. Even if you don't want to subscribe to this, you don't want to do it every month, you can just buy whichever month you want by doing a 1-month subscription, or you can, you can sign up for a subscription, but you can just, pick and choose which kits that you want to get, because now they're kind of giving us a sneak peek at what's coming up. So you really get to kind of figure out if you want that kit or not. So this one, Bouquet of Hope, is going to be February's kit. You have to subscribe or purchase by February 10th. It's $22. The other thing that's coming up in February is a promotion featured on chicks. So there's 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets. It's called Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick. Now, if you remember this set called Hey Chick, this was a celebration freebie set back in 2017. So if you've been around for a while, you probably already have this stamp set. It was the most popular stamp set that year for celebration. So they brought it back again, and they created a set of dies so that you could cut all those cute little birds out. Look at this corn. I think that's just amazing. Stalk of corn. I feel like we need that in Illinois, right? There's the hen house. There's a little fence. This is really, really clever. So this is going to be just during the spring from February to June. You'll be able to get dies if you already have this stamp set, or you can get one or either, or you can get it as a bundle. Then they created a coordinating stamp set called Hey Birthday Chick. So it's got some more cute little hens and it has more greetings. And so by putting the two of these stamp sets together, if you are a fan of this, you are going to be super excited. It's got the same cute little girls on there, little hens, but they're like, you know, in birthday wear. And then there's a whole nother set of dies that will cut those out. I think this is the greatest one right here. It's a little happy birthday. That's going to be awesome to use. So again, you can buy them separately. You can bundle them together. However you want to do it, starting February 2nd. Okay, so I wanted to make sure to tell you about those things before I forgot. All right, back to our one sheet wonder. I think you guys are gonna love this. I'm using the sweet ice cream, I forgot the name of this paper, but it goes with the ice cream bundle. So take a look at the sides that have the pattern. And then here are the printed sides that have the colors on them. So these pages here that kind of look like watercolor bricks, those are meant not only to use as background paper, but you can also use the punch to punch out the ice cream, you know, with this kind of nice watercolor effect if you didn't want to stamp it. All right. Okay. So this technique makes 8 cards, at least 8 cards. So to do this pattern, you need 1 sheet of designer series paper, 12 by 12. And you want to make sure that your patterns coordinate. So you want to pick one where the both of the sides will go together color-wise. And it's kind of nice if you've got maybe a contrasting pattern. Then you're going to need 4 sheets of cardstock. That will be your card bases. So you want to pick a color that coordinates. And then you're going to need some Whisper White cardstock for your greetings. And then whatever kind of embellishment you want to coordinate with whatever stamps that you're doing. So I'm going to add in some soft sea foam and some cinnamon cider with my purple posy. Okay, so here's a little tip I learned from my demonstrator friend Sue Sheets, and I thought this was pretty clever. So before you go to make your cards, if you score them first, so I'm scoring at 4 1/4. I'm going to do that on all of them. So I'm scoring first. Then when you go to cut them, so I'm going to cut 2 at a time because the blade will handle that. You cut through the score line so they're already scored. So it's like you're doing 2 steps in one. I think Sue said she saw another demonstrator do this, and I think it's brilliant. It's just a little tiny time-saving trick. Okay, so I've got my 8 card bases here. And I'm going to just quickly press those seams so they're ready to go. All right, what are you guys up to today? Are you working today? Are you on lunch break today? Are you playing today? I hope you're gonna grab some of your 12 by 12 designer series paper and join me in making these cards. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay, so our 8 card bases are ready to go. So I'm going to put those aside. Now let's cut up our 12 by 12. I'm going to post this pattern on my blog later on today. So it gives you how you're going to cut them out. And it also gives you pictures of what each step is going to look like, and then the finished cards. So you'll have that available to use. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to cut at 4 inches to make one 4x12 strip, and then you're going to cut again at 4 inches. So now you've got 3 strips that are 4x12. So stack them together. That's step 2. And then you're going to measure 5 1/4 and cut all 3 of them at the same time. All right, so let's put this back so you can see what I'm doing. I first cut 4x12 strips, 3 of them. Then I flipped my paper, cut 5 1/4. Now I'm going to just take 2, the next 2, and I'm going to cut that at 4 inches. So it's going to make 4x4 squares, and then have this piece left over. Like that. And then with this last piece, I'm going to cut this one at 5 1/4. And then I'll have this 1 1/2 inch strip left over. So let me just show you the pattern again. So we cut the strips, and then we cut the top that are all 5 1/4. Then I cut 2 4s, had these left over, cut a 5 1/4, and had the 1 1/2 left over. All right, so that's your first step. Now you can see the lines that are in between the main boxes there. Now we're going to make those cuts. So on the first one, you're going to just cut off 1 inch from the end. And I'm just going to flip that over so you can see how that card front's going to look. On the second one, we're going to measure 3 1/4. And cut that off. So we've got that. On this third one, we're going to cut it right in half at 2 inches. Because remember, this is 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to look like that. On this square here, we're going to cut from diagonal, from corner to corner. So you're going to put that on your cutting blade just like this. Just cut diagonally. So you've got 2 triangles. On this one, we're going to cut diagonally, but we're going to offset it. So instead of cutting here, we're going to just turn it just a little bit. So it's really easy to do. You just line up how you would do diagonal, and then just give it a little turn. So you're about 1 inch away from the cutting line there. Oops, my cutting blade fell out. There we go. All right, so this is diagonal cut but offset. All right, and then this one is going to get cut into 3, you're going to cut it 3 times, so you're going to get 4 strips. So we're going to cut 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2. So here's 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, and then you have a 3/4 inch strip left over. So I'm going to just show you here. So that's how that's going to go. Then you're going to have this little piece left over. Okay, so far it's pretty easy, right? There's all different kinds of one sheet wonder patterns. If you search on Pinterest or on search other demonstrators, there's lots and lots of different patterns. So it's really fun when you just start to come up with different ones. So I think this one's pretty easy. If you haven't ever done one before, I think you'll find this pattern super easy. All right, so let me think. Yes, we're done with the paper cutter for a minute. So now let's bring in our card bases and we're going to assemble these. All right, so let's start with card number 1. So we're just going to flop those pieces right on top of the cards. They're already designed to kind of fit and cover the whole card. Okay, there's card number 1. Okay, here's card number 2. So leave a comment and tell me when you have been crafting last. It doesn't have to be stamping. Just tell me about what you have been crafting later and how long ago was that. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but just leave me a comment. I'm going to have a drawing for a set of cards that I will send you. So everybody who leaves a comment in the video today, I will look at that in the morning and draw your names. Okay, so this was the one that was just cut in half. So here we've got 3 cards. Now we'll start with this row. All right, so these 2 triangles, you're just going to flip this one over. This is what I call the K card, and you're just going to overlap them. So here is, I'm going to put the 1 triangle in that corner. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to glue that all the way down yet. And then you're going to slide this one, flip it and slide it under. Like that. So it kind of makes a letter K. All right, so then this one, our other square that we cut offset diagonally. This is going to make one of those fun diagonal greeting cards. So that goes in the top corner here. All right, you guys are supposed to be leaving me a comment and telling me when you crafted last and what you were working on. Were you knitting? Were you sewing? Were you paper crafting? Were you hot gluing? How long's it been since you hot glued something? I got mine out a while ago. I think it was for Christmas. I had to get it out. And I was like, why am I not hot gluing every once in a while? It's just so fun and, like, I guess dangerous because you like burn yourself usually. All right, so there's 5 cards. Now we'll pull this one over. Now this one is just going to be 3 stripes across the front of the card. So you can choose if you want to have the same side of the pattern paper showing, or if you want to flip one of them. Like that, so you can see the other side. Oops. Come on, work with me here, glue. Okay, this is our 3 strips. Isn't this easy? Okay, so we've got 6 cards, we've got 2 more. So the remaining pieces work like this. These 2 go together and these 2 go together. So for this one, we're going to put it right in the middle, going horizontally. And then this goes right there, like that. I think I need to trim that one a little bit. Okay, and for the last one, these are going to meet like this. Depending on the way that your pattern goes, you might be able to put it like this if your pattern goes like this way, but mine is going this way. And then we'll flip that. Okay, so this is card number 8. So there are eight cards with our one sheet wonder. I should have timed myself. How long did that take me? Not too long. Okay, so the next thing to do obviously is to embellish them. And one of the things that I found is just really easy to do, especially if your greeting does not have, if your stamp set does not have a bunch of greetings, then you can just find a great greeting set that, a different one, and just stamp a bunch of greetings, punch them out, or use your dies, any of the stitched dies that you have, those sets, just get them all out and stamp your pieces and cut them out. Then you're going to have a bunch of greetings to play with. So what I decided to do was to pull out the dies. They were from last spring, and we just could not get enough of them. This is one of my go-to sets of dies, stitched so sweetly. I keep them on my desk. That's how much I like them. So we've got all these cute little scalloped stitched rectangles and all different size pieces. So what I like to do is just keep a bunch of cut up dies on Whisper White just ready to go so that I can stamp on them. So I thought these greetings were pretty easy to work with, and I loved that there was a thank you, a happy birthday, and then these others like treat yourself. That could be for a gift card or for your birthday. You melt my heart. That's definitely going to be a Valentine's greeting for me. You're so cool. Yeah, I'm probably going to send that to my boys for Valentine's Day. So let me just show you. Here's our little product spotlight for our greetings. I'm going to introduce you to my new little friend, Mini Cut Boss. If you haven't stamped with me for a while, you haven't heard me talk about the new die cut machine, which is called Stampin' Cut and Emboss Machine. And of course, the old machine we used was called the Big Shot, and we used that for years and years and years and years. So I'm having a really hard time not calling this guy a Big Shot. So I had to, first of all, I decided it was a girl, and her name is Mrs. Cut Boss. So this is Mrs. Cut Boss. And then Stampin' Up! Came out with this mini, and you can order it just as this month. We can order this little mini. And so I decided this one's name is Mini Cut Boss. And he's so cute. He's a boy. And I gave him little eyes. So he's looking at you. He's just so cute. Right? Here's his nose. There's his mouth. I mean, he's adorable. All right. So let me just show you really quickly something that I like to do with my dies. So here's what he comes with. There's the base plate. So this is very different than the base plate for Mrs. Cut Boss. Let me just compare for you. The one for the larger Cut and Emboss machine is pretty thick. It's about probably 3/4 of an inch. And so this one is probably only 1/4 of an inch. So that'll seem weird at first when you see this small one. But all the other pieces are exactly the same. So you've got a base plate that has a number 1. And then you've got your 2 acrylic plates that have number 2 on them. That's how you make your sandwich, especially when you're just doing dies. And then you've got 2 different plates for embossing folders. So this is to be used with just a regular embossing folder, and the dark gray is to be used with the ones that are really, really thick, the 3D embossing folders. So Stampin' Up! Has come up with embossing folders that are nice and skinny now that are specifically designed to also work in this machine. So I'm not using these today. I just thought I'd show you this plate. The base across here is about 3 1/4 inches. So I just cut up a bunch of strips of, you know, neutral papers so that I could very quickly cut out some greetings or whatever. So you can just put some pieces on there and send it through as usual. Here's the biggest tip I can share with you about this new little machine, if you're going to think about getting it, is you want to stagger the plates on here. And by that, I just mean you don't line them all up exactly. The way that the smaller pressure rollers are in here, it doesn't like to take all 3 at one time. So you just want to stagger it like that when you're putting it through. And then you've got some cute, okay, see you in a minute, little guy. Get you over there. You've got some die cuts. So with this stamp set, it's really easy to pick some of these. So I'm gonna do You Melt My Heart on that one. And then I'll do the Happy Birthday. On that one. So what I like to do is just kind of figure out which greetings are going to go on which card. And so I'll just put them there. And I already pre-stamped some, so you don't have to watch me do all of that. I'll put that one here, You're So Cool. And Thank You. Treat Yourself. You Melt My Heart. Let's put another birthday. Let's see there. You get the picture. All right. So the other thing that you want to add once you have your greetings is to just add a punch or an embellishment or something to just kind of step it up a little bit. So for this card, I'm going to add ice cream cones. So we've got our cone and our ice cream. So I'm going to use soft sea foam for our ice cream. It's going to be mint ice cream. So stamp. I'm stamping it upside down, but do you see how this guy looks like a little bear? I've seen such cute little cards already with this little bear face. Or make it look like Mickey or Minnie Mouse. Okay, then we're going to punch that out. And let me show you the cone. I'm going to stamp them this way since the punch is sideways. Whoops, I did it backwards. Let's go this way. That's better. Not only can you use this for the ice cream cone, but it makes a great little, I see what the problem is. There's a little piece of paper in there. You can make just triangles with this. So you can do little pendants Stamp some alphabets on there, make a greeting. All right, so here's our cone. It's so cute. So let's pop him up. Like that. Let's finish this card right here, and then I'll show you how they all look finished. All right, so we're going to pop up this greeting as well. I don't know if you know this about your take your pick tool, but if you're assembling a lot like this, if you went ahead and you put all of your dimensionals all on, and then you can literally just peel off the papers with this pokey side of the punch. Take your pick tool. It has this side here. It works really well to pull off dimensionals too. So don't forget to pull that out. All right, here is my happy birthday. And then we're going to put the ice cream cone up here. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. All right, and then we're going to add a little bit of the ribbon that comes with this suite. This is Blackberry Bliss sheer ribbon. Gonna make a bow. Like that. I don't know how to turn the comments on. Are they on? Did anybody tell me what they've been crafting recently? All right, put that little bow there. And then just because we can, and it's ice cream, we're gonna add a little glitter to this cone. And there is our finished card. Card number 1. Can you see the glitter? Oh, so pretty. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to put the rest of these together. But let me give you a tip on this one that has the diagonal. This looks really pretty if you just stamp, you can stamp your, well, here, I'll just show you. We'll do it this way first. You can just stamp a greeting right in the line between there, and that looks really nice. But if you want to bring that pop of white in, which kind of just makes it look nice, this ends up being about 1 1/8 strip. And so if you cut 1 inch by 5.5, just like a little piece off of a card size, it extends enough that you can cut this down. And it's really easy to do. I just took a ruler and just drew a quick little line on each side like that. I lined my ruler up with the Designer Series paper and then just took a pencil and drew my line, and then I'm just going to cut. Okay, so you can see it just kind of brightens it up a little bit, and then you can also pop that up like you did the rest of the greetings on the other cards. Like that. All right, let's put another little cone together because it's so much fun. And then I'm going to show you the rest of the cards. All right, where can we put him? He's so cute. Let's put him like right there. Where's the weirdest place you found a dimensional? If you are a crafter and you use these Stampin' Dimensionals in your house, like, you know, they travel. They get stuck on your clothes, on your elbows, and then you like find them in the kitchen, in the bathroom. Where's the weirdest place you found one? Mine come out of my laundry. I mean, I changed the lint, I've got them in there. All right, we've got to bring our glitter back because he's not done. He needs a little glitter. Okay, there we go. All right, and I'll add ribbon on him later, but let me show you all the finished cards with this particular. So that was the same as the one I just showed you, so I'll leave that one out there. And then here's the diagonal. Here's the 3 strips. Here's the half. And then we've got the K card and this one. And it really is so easy. So I am having a lot of fun doing this. I've literally made, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've made 32 cards in the last 24 hours, just trying different ones. So once you kind of jump in and start the pattern, I think that you're gonna be a card making machine. And you're gonna say, huh, one sheet wonder, like, I wonder why I haven't done this before. Let me show you some other DSP, all right? So everybody who comments on my video, I will be giving away a set of these cute birthday cone cards. So I will draw names from everybody who leaves a comment, and somebody will get some fun, happy cards to play with. Okay, let me put these away for a second and show you some others. Okay, so I used 2 different pieces of designer series paper from the Art Gallery designer series paper, which I didn't leave out for some reason. I'll just show you really quickly because even though I showed it last week, it's so darn pretty. You just need to see it again. All right, so here is Fine Art Floral, I believe it's called. The pattern paper is gorgeous. When you use paper like this that is just so colorful, you don't need to add a whole lot more to your card. Basically, this is doing all the work for you, and sometimes that is just so nice. I don't think it detracts from your creativity or your art at all. It just is beautiful. It's just a beautiful card. So many colors go into this this pattern paper. And here's the back side, the flip side. Okay, so I used this one here. And I put together a set of these. You might be noticing there's something missing on these cards. Can anybody tell me what's missing? My greetings are missing. Guess what? I went to use this brand new stamp set that I've used once and Tim used once, and there's no stamp set in it. And I've looked and I've looked and I've looked and I've looked and I can't find it. Like, the whole set sheet of stamps is gone. So I didn't let that deter me. I'm going to reorder it again, but while I still had the dies, I went ahead and put the dies on all the cards, and then I punched the fun little, they look like, you know, that postage edge of a postage stamp. It's got that nice little edge there. I went ahead and punched those because look at the greetings that come in the stamp set. You've got so many greetings. It's perfect to do this kind of project with. So these are all going to be ready to go as soon as my stamp set comes in. Then I am going to plop those greetings on there. But you can see what I liked when I did this is I didn't realize how many ways you could kind of align the words just want to say. You can, you know, stack them. You can do it diagonal. You can, you know, put the, you can, you know, mix it up and do it different ways. Then I added some gold gems on there. And I thought they turned out really pretty as well. But after I did 8 cards where it said, just want to say, I just want to say, just want to say, I'm like, just say it. Just say it. I want to be able to say it. I got to get that stamp set in. So that's on my list to order later. And then I took another piece of that delicious, delicious art gallery fine art floral paper. And I used the blue one. And so with this one, I decided to try my new punch. There's a new tag punch in the spring, January to June catalog. It's totally missable. So let me just show you. It's on page 37. It's part of a bundle with the stamp set. But here's the picture of the punch right here. So if you're not paying attention, you're not going to see that, right? So that's where the punch is called Treasured Tags. And so I used that for just about all of the greetings, but I threw in this stamp set because I know so many of you have this stamp set already. This kind of coordinated with the poppy stamp set about a year ago. We were hot and heavy over the poppies, and this is still one of the greatest stamp sets for greetings ever. I love all the greetings in there. So I used those, and I used the treasure tag punch, added a little bling and a little ribbon, and you can see it dresses them up even more. So you can kind of get some elegant looking cards as well. I will post pictures of all of these on my blog, so you will be able to see them up close and personal. Do you have the patience for one more? Look at this. I'm just going to show you anyway. So I also love this stamp set. This was one that was came out a year ago as well. Has great all occasion greetings in there, so sentimental. And I took the Field and Flower paper, which is one of the ones you can earn through Celebration for $50. These almost make me want to cry. I think they're so pretty. Isn't that silly? They're precious. Precious, precious. Make sure you can see them all. There we go. And you know what I forgot to mention? This paper, which is called Field and Flower, it is going to, the colors in this paper and the paper in particular is going to coordinate with the next Paper Pumpkin kit. So you'll be able to, extend whatever you get in this kit even more by also having the paper. So that's something to keep in mind if you were considering that. All right, let me just show you the little flower punch that I used to create those little flowers. I just picked coordinating colors for them. And then I punched all the kinds of flowers out, and I just used my pencil to make them kind of pop up a little bit. And then I added regular pearls, regular white pearls, and I colored them with my dark basic black Stampin' Blend to get those colors. So let me hold that up close so you can see it. So Judy is asking, when will our catalogs arrive? I feel like that is the $1 million question. I don't think that Stampin' Up! Has any way to track them, because once they throw them into the system, you know, it's bulk mail. So again, I'm just going to tell you again, I've got some catalogs here, and I'd be happy to bring you one in the meantime till yours come, or you can stop by and get it, and then, you know, we can just trade back later when you do get it in the mail. I apologize that it's taking so long. It's painful. So yeah, just contact me if you would like one of the extra stash that I have of catalogs. All right. I hope that I gave you a little bit of inspiration for your day. I hope that you find some pattern paper that you want to play with and try this technique. Again, I will post this pattern for you on the blog along with the samples so that you have all that to download and play with. And I would love to see your creations. So when you make a stack of these, will you please take some pictures and share with me? I would really appreciate that. And thank you so much for your time today. I hope that as your weekend kicks off, you have a great weekend and try to get some stamping in, all right? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.